Hey, hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. We're following the Chevron tanker. Hopefully not all the way, but because we're going to get frozen food. And we're going to northern Texas today. I was trying to find something, but everything I got for this trailer is like right here in Texas or the southern part of Oklahoma. Not really much traveling here, so we'll see what we get there once we get up to... I really don't know where we're going, but it's northern Texas. I forgot already because I've been scrolling quite a bit. There's like actually 5 pages of cargo here to take with the trailer that we got, but it's all right here in Oklahoma and Texas. So I wanted to take one that had frozen food so we can see our green light come on our trailer back there. At least that's the plan. We've been taking everything that doesn't require a reefer, basically. So we've been using it just as a cargo trailer so far. So hopefully today, on the next load here, it is frozen food that we're taking, so the reefer trailer will come in kind of handy. Overnight, made a little bit of cash, but I had quite a few amount of drivers actually return, and they had no cargo, so we had to pay for fuel and repairs, which I think you kind of do in a way anyways. But when they make a delivery, that's kind of hidden in there, I think. Seems like I'm going a long ways around. From the parking area that I was, it said 4 miles. I've gone 2 miles, and it's already been 26 minutes. So it doesn't quite seem right on the time frame there. Yeah, got a lot of little spaces here and there. They're not quite done here. Yes, we are in Texas, but this is not the base game Texas map, which is still, yeah, I don't know. No word on that yet so far. So I thought I was going to have something done before I started recording this episode, but I guess I'll have to wait until next week before that happens. So maybe next episode you can look forward to something. I'm not going to make any promises or anything like that because my time lately has been very strung out here. Whoa. Why do drivers do that? They swerve a little bit one way before they turn another direction. Wasn't sure what that prime driver was doing. No. Oh, I didn't have my direction light on. Or did I? But I didn't, apparently. I'm going to say I didn't, because I don't think I did. Alright, let's go here and... Yep, cargo management. And the load we're taking is frozen vegetables. We're in Lubbock, Texas, and we're going up to Stratford, Texas. Not too far. We are getting paid $3.32 a mile. So it's basically just going directly north. At least that's the plan. There's a little short hopper of a trailer. Alright, hopefully I can get her in there nice and easy on my first try today. Well, my first attempt, I should say. Not the greatest there, but it'll be good enough, I think. I will straighten up because that will drive me nuts. Whoops. Okay, not that far back. Alright, they want it there. Well, okay, turn off the engine, and then... Let's see, 6:33. Is it going to take an hour? Or 50? It usually takes 50 minutes. So, yeah, 50 minutes. Cargo has been loaded. Now, if we look back there, now you can see a little green light on that little indicator right there. Let me turn it that way you can see it better. There, we got green light, which means a reefer trailer is on, it's working, it's cooling. Like I said, I would kind of like to see where we have to fill up the diesel fuel tank. Well, I don't know if it runs on diesel, but I would think it probably does. So I don't know what we're going to get for scenery. It's been a while since I've been on the coast-to-coast Texas part. But I think northern Texas is done over somewhat. Yeah, but everything leaving Lubbock was right here in the Texas area and Oklahoma area, so nothing even going back to New Mexico. I would like to get right in this guy's bumper and just like blare on my horn, but I didn't check to see what kind of a load we got. 32,000 pounds. Okay. Oh, I'm taking that one. Wasn't quite red. Yellow is not a shade of red, as far as I'm concerned. So as for what are we going to get when we get up to here, up to Stratford, I think it was, we'll just have to see what cargo is available. Like I said, I would like to get back down to Florida, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Just as I get up to speed, of course, I get to a road working area. Never fails. And it's my lane that's closed on down, so we'll scoot on over. It says 55, but I'll slow down just a little bit more than that. I've already gotten one ticket today. We don't need another one, especially through a work zone. I'm going to try to keep the reefer trailer as long as it seems fit. Try to work our way up to expanding the fleet now. Got to pay to upgrade a garage, which I kind of forgot how much it is to upgrade a garage with the realistic economy mod going. But I do know we need roughly about $250,000 to upgrade a garage, buy a truck, hire a driver. I don't have any more garage slots available to us. But I'm wondering why. I think it was like the 3 drivers I actually had return overnight with no cargo. So repair and fuel costs kind of hit a little bit. Going to be kind of a quick journey here. It's only we only got 100 miles to go. I'm going to stick right into this lane right here. Alright, so when we get up to Stratford, I got to go to 7-Eleven with the frozen foods. Alright, I can kind of see that. At least it's not like tires to 7-Eleven or some odd thing. This is kind of the reason why I went with a reefer trailer, because you can take regular cargo and food cargo and frozen foods and stuff that needs to be chilled, rather than just getting a box trailer. So a reefer trailer, even though they're a lot more expensive, does give you a lot more options in the long run. Because nothing would be worse to be stuck in a town and not have any cargo for your trailer to take. But I would say most cities that you're in will have some kind of cargo. It may not be the cargo you're looking for, or the money you're looking for, or the destination that you want to get to. But then again, that's probably real life for real truckers, where you just got to take what you can take. Amarillo is probably the town or slash city that we're going through. apparently we've been through here before as well. We can see on the GPS. Shows that I've been here. 75 through there, and I was doing 77. That's a tight corner for 75. Oh, need to go this way. Luckily there was no traffic in the other lane, so I just quickly looked and there was no one there. Was not expecting to have to do this. And this seems kind of odd. Well, it does say stop, but there's no stop signs here, but feels like I'm getting right back on the same road that I was probably on to begin with. Kind of feels that way. Alright, get my butt back in my lane where I should be. And yep, now I gotta get back over to let this guy get on the interstate nicely. Alright, 50 miles to go to Stratford. And we'll see what we can pick up for a load. And not much to see here going from city to city in Texas on the coast to coast map. It's pretty much open land. Although maybe parts of Texas are like this, I don't know. Never been to Texas. I'm not going to count having a layover in Dallas as being to Texas. But I've been in Texas, just at the Dallas airport. That's it. Stratford straight ahead. 29 more miles. We should be there at 9:45 in the morning. I think it might be one of those days to where we're not going to actually drive the full 11 hours that we can. Of course, we got the 50 minutes to load, 50 minutes to unload, but we might be doing a couple deliveries today, so that'll really eat into the hours. But we're still going to try to get to bed by 8 o'clock so we can wake up at 6 a.m. That was a quick light. Just kind of cruise up to the next light because it just barely turned green. That way I don't have to slow down and downshift. I still may have to. That truck that was at the stoplight before we got up there, he must have a heavy load. Or is that a bus? It might be a bus. Still got the green light on the trailer. You can see it in the side mirror. That would be kind of interesting that if we had to, fill that with a diesel fuel. Can you imagine if you forget to do that for the generator to run the reefer? And you're going down the road, so you look over and it's like, where's my green light? Oh yeah, well, your diesel's out of gas, dude. That's what happened. 8 miles out, so I'm thinking that city coming up is going to be what we're looking for. And we're looking for the 7-Eleven. Looks like they're going to be all clustered together. According to GPS, it's right there around the corner. I can't peek far enough to see if it is. That bus seems to have a hard time getting going for some reason. Is this where I'm going with it? I think so. Alright, I think I should have went into the other entryway, but that's fine. We can make this work. Or not. My trailer is a little bit longer than I thought it was. No, I need to be in R1, not R3. Hopefully no traffic is coming. Alright, I think this is where we need to be going. It was a little tight going around that parking lot, but we got it to work. Where are we going with it? Right there? Alright, this I should be able to do. That's what sucks about driving a truck and a trailer. You miss your entryway. That really does suck. Can I get around here, or am I going to clip this? Nope, I'm around it. Gotta be careful. Might be a wall in front of me. An invisible wall. Nice and steady. Probably should be an R3 right now by the sound of the engine, but it's not that bad. Alright. Park and brake, turn off the engine. And my wheel's doing that thing again every time I turn off with the trailer on. Excellent. I'm not sure about that, but we'll take the 779 and the 230 experience. Okay, job market. And of course, cargo market. And we are in Stratford. Flower to Wyoming is something that we could probably do. Arizona would not be bad. Apparently I haven't been to Kingsman. Let's see. Today is Wednesday in game, and it needs to be there by the end of tomorrow. 13 hours, 19 minutes. We should be able to do that. And we'll get paid $3.39. $3.39. It's right here at 7-Eleven as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to take that one. Now the only thing I got to do is, now I got to go back up front and accept a job just to come back in here again. So if I do it just right, all I have to do is just back up that far, probably to the same spot I was in. Okay, cargo market. And, yep, Kingsman, Arizona. Is one to Florida, but that's clothing. Yeah, but we're gonna go to Arizona, I think. After driving a little bit here on the coast to coast map, seeing not much scenery, I think it's time to maybe get back on the regular map for now. Too bad I couldn't actually got out of my truck and actually, you know, gone to the front and signed papers. But no, we had a driver truck over there. Alright, park and brake, turn off the engine, and load it back up. That sounds like our loan payment maybe went through. Yep, that's our loan payment. Cargo has been loaded. Alright, let's get out of the 7-Eleven. It is now 11:30 in the morning. And we are headed westbound. So is the weight the same being frozen food? Actually, it weighs a little bit more, almost 40,000 pounds now. Make sure our green light is on. We're all set. So far today we're going to add about 2 hours to our driving time. Because we loaded up twice, unloaded once, so that's almost 3 hours worth, but we're going to add 2 hours. So we can drive till 7 o'clock at night, or in the evening. So we got another 7.5 hours on the road. So we can chew into this mileage a little bit and definitely get the load there tomorrow. Shouldn't be an issue, really. And we're going to a town that we have not been to on this profile. Once we get up to speed here, we should be able to do 75 all the way till New Mexico, I believe. Yeah, really looking forward to, I know I've said it many times, but we're in Texas, so can't wait to see what SES has to show for Texas. It's not the same town we came through, or is it the same town we came through? What are you stopping for there, dude? Guess he wanted to make sure the truck went through before he went through. Could buy ourselves a trucking headquarters. Well, there's one here. I don't have the money for it. let's get back on to the regular map so we have at least some better scenery than what we got currently. At least when you're going through Texas, speed limit is 75, so you can really put the hammer down. I'm going to get over in this lane because I got a funny feeling that truck's going to be getting off somewhere and I'll have to slow down. And since I got my RPMs up, I'd rather not have to. Or let a car onto the interstate. And of course now he... Ooh, no. And I just took a wrong turn because I was watching the trucker. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal though. Amarillo, so I did come from this way. I thought it would be going directly west, and I thought we came up north last time, but that's fine. So I think if I were to have gone the way I was supposed to have gone, I probably came up that part right there. Kind of a weird road system through Amarillo. Yeah, I think last episode we made actually a good amount of cash, and today it doesn't seem like we're really doing too much. Financially anyways. Oh, you're gonna get off the interstate now? Oh, starting to see some foliage. Sure no one's coming on the interstate, so I have to give them room, but we're all set. We're on the I-40 westbound, I just noticed. Am I going to click off this city as I go through it? Or is it going to bypass because I'm actually just on the interstate? Adrian! Looks like just the rest area is all that's really there. Tyson's frozen food. No, I haven't had any of my Tyson yet today. Actually, I haven't had Tyson for a very long time, to be honest with you. And by the texture change and everything, I think we're back on the base, well, not the base game, but SES map, New Mexico. And we didn't fall through the map, so it must be the roads do tie in together still. And no invisible wall either. Been a long time since we ran into an invisible wall. I think that was in Wyoming, from Colorado going to Wyoming, before Wyoming was actually released as a map. Still 75 miles an hour, huh? Okay. I'm fine with that. Probably gonna make up a lot of time, because I'm guessing we'll be taking the I-40 all the way into Arizona. But this delivery does not need to be there until we get done tomorrow. And that should not be, like I said, too much of an issue. Only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We got another 5 hours to go. So if all goes well, we're looking at maybe another 300, 350 miles to go once we get to our rest area for the evening. Thank you, Tori, for bringing in some cash today. At least I know they're out there working when I see the money come on in. Kind of feels like I'm going way over the speed limit, but my GPS is telling me 75. I am doing 2 miles an hour over, but that's a big sweeping corner to be doing 75 miles an hour on. Begin to wonder if my GPS may be broken. If I could, I'd lean up and tap it with my fingers. See, seemed like it's stuck on 75. Well, the speed limit signs on the road say 75 as well. At this rate, we're going to blow right through New Mexico and get into Arizona. A little bit more of the money coming on back in, helping pay off that little bit of a loan payment we had today, which is every day. Probably for another 300 days, I think, is what we got left in those loans. Really, I'm glad that we started this series with Realistic Economy. Just makes it that much more fun again. I mean, if you're playing for the first time, yeah, you probably want to play with the regular economy, but after a while, you're probably going to find out that you're going to make money so easily. And even with Realistic Economy, you can have your own truck by the time you're like level 2 or 3 even. Just got to take out a loan to do so. And the sooner you get your own truck, the better, just because you make that much more driving for yourself than for others. But I know on this series, we bought a truck. I drove for myself a little bit until we were able to buy a garage, I believe. Then we transferred that truck over to that garage. Speed limit's actually 65 now. Yeah, then we transferred that truck over to the new garage and then hired a driver for that. And then I went and drove for others again. Just because we were trying to show off all the different kind of trucks. But that was probably the best way to do it, honestly, because if I were driving my own truck, then it would be just me driving my own truck. So it was better off hiring a driver to drive the truck that we had. And then I take someone else's truck and trailer and just bring a little bit more extra cash in. And here we are many days later, and it does take a while to get the money back up there. Although we did just spend, what, $150,000 on this trailer that we have. Eventually the trailer will repay for itself and then bring in the extra cash. After doing 75 all day long and then slowing down to 65, it does kind of feel like we're crawling a little bit, but we are not. Yeah, so I think we're going to be able to hit my target. I was like kind of really hoping to get to about 350 miles to go for tomorrow. We should be able to do that. I still got 3 more hours on my clock, and we're down. Just got to do another 120 miles to get to my goal for the day, anyways. And then spend half of tomorrow getting the load. Where are we bringing it to? To Costco in Kingsman. Coming up on Albuquerque. Just sitting back and enjoying the scenery. And trying to read billboards. Coming up on the 5 o'clock hour, so that means I got 2 hours left. I should start thinking about getting the map up and checking where we're going to be parking for the evening. So since we got no traffic around us, this will probably be the perfect time to do that. Alright, let's scroll out a little bit. Let's see, 2 hours. Can we get to here in 2 hours? That's 2 hours and 53. So it might be too far. So I guess to here maybe? An hour 59. So that's where we're going. No fuel station there, but we should be okay. Find somewhere to fuel up tomorrow. I'm trying to remember if I even got a point into saving fuel. I think I may have 1 point into saving fuel. Almost went on that fast lane. Didn't quite see that car there, but I think he's going to let me on in. I lost a lot of my momentum, though. Was that a sheep in the back of that trailer? That's what it kind of looked like. Not sure if that's what it was, but... Not much more to look at here than what we had in Texas. I mean, yeah, there is shrubbery and some hills on either side. I am thinking, though, once we get this delivery done, probably head over to California and just coast around there for a while. sometimes it's good just to sit back and listen to your engine humming along. It's almost like it's singing to you. Just want to slow on down a bit because we were doing a little bit too fast there. Wasn't paying attention. I don't know when the speed limit changed down to 65. Alright, so our rest area should be coming up very shortly. And how are we doing the mileage? Oh, good. We're going to be like 300 miles to go. And I got all day tomorrow to do it, which should not be an issue. And then we'll grab a load going wherever. And I thought about passing this tractor trailer, but I think, yep, this is where we are calling it an evening. I remember staying here a long time ago. When New Mexico first came out. Where is this rest area I'm going to here? I don't need to go to the way station. I just need to rest. And I think I pulled in. I should have came in, yep, the other way. Because now I gotta... Well, I'm in my lanes. I'm in between the lines. We're good. We're all good. And this is where we're going to call it right here. Not too bad. So let's see. I think we're at the state line, are we not? Yep, we just crossed the state line into Arizona. And we're taking the I-40 all the way to Kingman. Which apparently I've been to. Or have I driven through it? Yeah, so I drove over it or through it. So I actually haven't been there. So we'll knock that off. And then, yeah, maybe go up. You can see apparently up the coast, I have not been up at all. They did a lot of rework in California. So a lot of the roads in the areas I've been to, yeah, I need to remark them, I guess. So we may head up through there. We've been up to the Pacific Northwest quite a bit. And Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, we've been through quite a bit. Of course, down to Florida. You know, it's been a long time since we've been to Boston, but really there's not much up here to show. It's a lot of like what you saw in Texas from town to town. Not much to see there. But Florida is done over nicely on the coast-to-coast map, very nicely. And also Georgia, for the most part, is done over very nicely. And I think even the Carolinas are done over rather nice. So we'll have to get back over there at some point. But just that today, I wanted to get some frozen food, so we had to take what we had to take. And now we're going to Kingman. Anyways, that's where we're going. But not anymore tonight. We're calling it quits. Time to hop in the back, curl up nice, wake up at 6 a.m. and get right on the road. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.